So I've had a few people, like 2 or 3 even, but wanting to know how I made this video. So shout out to these 2 people for wanting to know like how to do it and stuff. First, Gaming with Rose and Summer YT13. So shout out to those people who are wondering. So let's get started. First, I join TTG3. I prefer to join a private server just because I don't want like all people like messing up my recording or anything. So join a private server. And now what you're going to do, you're going to go over to the green screen area. So if you head over to where these boards are, like where the top donator is and stuff, there's a green screen area. Go there. And then in your search bar, type evasive. And the first one that pops up is in like a red font, evasive maneuvers. That's the one you're going to use. Then what you're going to do, you're going to go up to a wall. And then I go into my settings and I hide all player tags, so like none of the stuff at the top can show. And then I turn it on already, and I go to the very end and I hide all GUIs. And now I just screen record myself doing this. Once I did that, I then leave the game. Hi, Biscuit. It's my dog. Next thing we're going to go to is we're going to go to 3v3 MM2 mail base, or you can do just basically anything that has the military base from Murder Mystery 2 in the background. So I like to go to this one because it doesn't have any players and I can easily do it. There are people. Anyways, then what I do, I wait for this thing to go in. Ignore how there's people in the background, there won't be any. But what you'll do, you'll zoom in all the way, and you'll just move across the screen, like this. And you'll screen record that as well, for your own. The next thing you're going to do is I'm going to bring up an image, and you guys can screenshot it if you want. This image. So screenshot it if you like. It's the Murder Mystery 2 knife. Or you can choose any knife, and here's what you'll do. You'll go into any art app at all, like any art app. I use Procreate, but IBS Paint or any other ones work, as long as you can remove the background. I insert the knife as an image, and then I erase the background. I already did this, but you'll erase the background, turn off this background color right here, and then press select button, select it, press share, and then save it as an image, like a PNG or something, and make sure it has no background. Okay, and now I get into the editing process. So what you're going to do is you're going to press new project. Then you're going to select your image of the MM2 military base in the background. And then you're going to press, if you want to do it as a short, which is what I'm doing, or even if it's a TikTok video, you press aspect ratio, and then you press this image with the TikTok logo, and you press 9:16. Then you grab it and fit it to the screen. I try to make sure there's none of the stuff like down here with the revolver and stuff. Then what you're going to do, you're going to press add overlay. Then you're going to add the clip of your character flipping with the overlay button. Once you insert this, what you're going to do, you're going to press remove background button at the very bottom. Then you're going to press chroma key. You're going to select the green and make your intensity until you can't see any of the green. And so if you have a green avatar, this will not work. So make sure your avatar doesn't have any really green on it at all. Then you're going to size this to proportion. See, like you see Nicholas in the background. Imagine your character being there, and then just sizing it up a bit, because like you're now here. And then you're going to cut the clip to how you think it'll be. Insert the Alibi audio. And make sure you mute clip audio. And try to time it, so press the sound, and then go to beats. And add a beat when the beat drops. And so make sure your character does this flip when the audio is at Alibi. So I'm just going to move that over there. Make sure kind of when the beat drops, your character is already kind of, so right here, when they're doing like, I don't know what to call it, but when they have no hands on the ground, you're going to select this clip and put it right like before this. So like when the beat drops, they're already like halfway through the air, and then you're just going to drag the rest of your clip back like this. So as you can see, you do the flip on the beat drop. Now what we're going to do, because you only need this full clip here, so of them doing the flip. You won't need any more, so you can split the rest of this clip. Now what you're going to do on the beat drop, or a little bit before it, you're going to split. Then you're going to click speed, go to normal, and then you're going to set it all the way to 0.1. Press this button down here and press better quality. And while that's loading that, here's how it looks so far. You see how the background moves too fast as you're doing like the slow flip? You're going to want to cut this where you cut the other clip. And then I put it at 0.2 speed. And then you can also press better quality. And so now let's look over it a bit, even though it's not completely ready. And you see how like you don't go up so much, even though like you're completely off the ground. What we're going to do about that is we're going to add what you call keyframes, if you don't know what they're called. So you're going to, I move my background down as I move my character up. So as soon as they start taking off like this, so first of all, while they're on the ground, make a keyframe there. Then once they start coming off the ground, you can start moving them up a little, but not too much. Okay, so I'm editing this right now, and I realized I did an awful job explaining this, guys. So try to just follow along with the screen because I'm not good at explaining. So as you can see, you can kind of see how like your character goes up. And then you can move this up. And then when they're at this part, they should be the highest they are. And keep adding the frames until you feel like it's good. So like as you can see, right here, your character's feet is like a good distance away from the fence in the background. So when they're landing over here, I like to make sure they're still that good distance. So like this is how it looks. And as you can see, that turned out really well, in my opinion. Probably is turning out better than my actual edit. Anyways, what you're going to do, now that you have this, what you're going to do, you're going to cut when it says Alibi again. So it starts saying Alibi right here, so I'm going to split the video and cut that part out. And then you're going to cut this clip right here and delete that rest. You can also remove the outro because we don't want that, obviously. So this is how it looks so far. And now you're going to press this. You're going to press this, and you're going to press duplicate and duplicate again. Then you can press duplicate twice for this one as well. And then where the audio ends, you can also cut whatever extra you have right there, if you do. But where in the world is the knife that they're dodging? So, what you're going to do now, once it starts clipping. Now, what I like to imagine is that your character is holding it to make sure it's a good size. So, like, imagine you're in an actual game of Murder Mystery 2, and imagine your character holding it. That, I feel like, would be the right size. So now, what you're going to do, you're going to turn it like this, or whatever angle you kind of want. But I like this angle the most. Put it off screen. Add a keyframe. Then go to the very end of the clip. Turn your knife a full 360 right here. And then you're going to move this all the way off as well. So this is how it looks. And then you can also press duplicate on this as well, twice. And then this is how it looks so far. It looks pretty good so far, actually. Oh, whoa, what is this all? Oh. Is it finally recording now? Oh, is it recording now? So, for some reason, my voice didn't record when I did this clip, so I'm just going to record it now. So, this clip didn't record 3 times, so now I'm recording it for the 4th. So, basically, the first thing I did, I inserted the clip that we just exported, and I extracted the audio and separated it into these 3 clips that we did beforehand, and I added beats into the audio. The next thing I did, I pressed adjust. Then, in my adjustment, I went to graphs in my adjustment, and I put the middle one like down in here a little bit, and I put the second to last one a bit up more. And then I went to filters, then I went to movies, and I added high saturation when the beat dropped for the Alibi part. The next thing I did, I added motion blur onto all 3 of these last clips. So I set the blur as in like the 70s and the blend as in the 50s. And then for the effects, I added flickering shots with no color on each of the Alibi parts and added a black flash throughout this whole part, and I slowed down the flash. So that's how it is. Then for the text, I added this like kind of off-white glowy text. You go to FX, Luminance, and it's like this off-white glowy text, and I did it in the font of italics. And so I just and she's my ... And then I did a fade in and a dissolve up. And then for the Alibi part, I did this kind of red lava-y, so I went to effects, then I went to red. I did this lava-like kind of effect while still having the Alibi words. And I made that fade in and fade out when it said Alibi and when it stopped saying Alibi. And I did that 3 times. And that's pretty much it. And I deleted the outro. And here is how it turned out. I just killed a man, she's my I never did a proper outro, so thank you guys for watching. And if you did this whole tutorial thing, I would appreciate if you guys like tag me or something in your edit. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!